It's been a couple of years, but we're staying in a caravan again. We're on the Haven Holiday Park in Skegness. They're cutting the grass to celebrate our arrival, which is lovely for the audio quality, I'm sure. But let's give you a little bit of a tour of our 3-bedroom caravan that we've got for the week, complete with little balcony area, which was the one problem we had the last time we did this, because we had nowhere for Dave to roam. Dave can now roam on the balcony, so this is a big upgrade straight away. And in fact, if you did watch our last Caravan in Skegness video, this is a huge upgrade all round. Let me give you the tour. So if we come in through our double door off of the balcony, this is the difference in getting one directly from Haven compared to last time, where I think we were renting through a third party on a third party site. And this is clearly shinier and newer and looks quite modern and nice as caravan goes. I don't have a lot of experience of static caravans. This is only the third one I think I've ever stayed in, but it's definitely the shiniest and the newest looking one. So we have the little seating area here, which I don't know if this converts into extra beds. It doesn't need to. It's already a 3-bedroom area, and as you can see, Dave is loving being able to just pop out the door onto the little enclosed garden area. It is pet friendly, and that definitely is friendly for pets. We have the TV with nothing else around it, but we can live with nothing else around it. We've got this little dining area with 4 seats. It's weird that it's a 3-bed sleep 6 caravan, but only has seats for 4, but there's only 3 of us plus Dave here. We've got the fridge and freezer. We've not been to the shop yet. Andy's just given me a chocolate bar for Father's Day, which is melted in the car, so we're trying to get that back to life in the fridge. The freezer will be filled up with his fish fingers soon, but we have a kettle, we have a microwave, we have stuff. We also have our dinosaur box full of things that we've brought with us, because this isn't our first rodeo, so all the usual things that you forget. We have some love corn, which is a TikTok shop sponsorship we're doing at the moment, and then various kitchen paraphernalia, as you would expect. The lawnmower is now right outside the window, so we'll carry on with this in a little while when he's done. Right, Mr. Grass Cutter has finally gone, so I can continue my tour of the kitchen, where we have a dog trying to get involved in everything. We do have oven, gas hobs in an arrangement I've never seen before. There's currently a whole bathroom issue going on down that end of the caravan, which is why we're very stop-start on the filming, but I'll carry on showing you around the kitchen. We have an oven, and then I guess in here we have all of the other typical paraphernalia that you would expect. If that's the lawnmower back, I'm never going to be able to film this video. What on earth is going on? I swear he must be doing it on purpose. It's been constant since we arrived half an hour ago. How much does the grass outside this one caravan need cutting? Right, I think he's driven off again. So there's our front door and escape window. In here, I guess this is just a cupboard for the boiler and stuff. In fact, yeah, that's locked with a special key. We've got, this is an example of what the small bedroom's like. So there's 2 of these. Andy's claimed one. This is the other one. So you just get the couple of beds and then just a little wardrobe here. The one next door is absolutely identical, but he's currently in the throes of using it. We have a little shower room. There's a toilet around the other side of there. And then in the end here, we have the master bedroom, the master suite that has mine and Anna's bed, a little wardrobe and makeup area, and then we do have a little toilet, but we're sharing a shower with Andy's bathroom. There's your chance to ogle your old pal Kev, you bunch of perverts. We're here for 4 nights. It's just me, Anna, Andy and Dave. It is day 1, and it's a relatively cheap trip. Bearing in mind we're coming in the middle of June, it's a less than £300 trip. And facilities-wise, it seems quite nice. We'll go and explore the rest of the Haven Park as well a little bit later on. I know there's a swimming pool here. There's various takeaways and activities and evening entertainment and things on site. This didn't come with the caravan, but Anna loves sharks, so we brought this with us, and I'm very glad we did because it's very hot in here. It's only 22 degrees outside apparently, but we walked in and it was like walking into a furnace. So we've got some windows open, we've got a bit of airflow going, and it feels okay now. My plan is now to head back down the road. We drove past a Tesco on the way in. I'm going to head up to the Tesco, stock up on supplies. He needs his fish fingers and waffles and crisps and all his usual stuff. Get something for me and Anna to have for breakfast and dinner for the next few days. We're trying to do this as budget-friendly a trip as possible because we're skint. So we don't want to spend loads of money on takeaways and fancy activities and things. Who are you talking to? Anna's very stressed because Andy's come in and immediately burst in and desperate for the toilet and then had to have a shower and it's all gone. We're out of practice. We're 2 years out of day-to-day Andy care, and when you get thrown back into it deep end the way we have been today, Anna is already melting with stress. But yeah, I'll check in with you after my Tesco trip. I need to make a shopping list and get there and back again before somebody starts demanding fish fingers in about 80 minutes time. Well, I am back from my trip to Tesco. Tesco is only 5 minutes away, which is awesome. I probably could walk there. Not that I want to go back because it is still day one, because so much for this being a budget trip. We've already spent almost as much in Tesco as we spent on the Caravan. Between all the stuff for us, for Dave, for Andy. Andy's got like 60 quid worth of stuff to get him through the week. But best part of £200 has just been spent in Tesco, plus another 60 on petrol to get us here and back again, means that we've actually spent as much at Tesco as we spent on the Caravan. So that's already doubled the price of the trip. We have got some good stuff though, and it is worth bearing in mind, obviously you are starting from an empty kitchen. We brought a few bits with us because we are professionals. So I brought some salt and pepper that I got from B&M for £1. I've got my dinosaur box that has basics like coffee and bin bags and tin foil and stuff in, and oil. All the mugs were dirty when I arrived, so I had to arrive there. I had to wash them when I got here. But then it was just a case of like filling up the fridge with meals for the week. We are planning on eating the majority of our meals here rather than using the takeaways or going out to eat. So we've kind of filled it up with drinks and food. So it's not that we've spent on nonsense. It's just, it is quite expensive when you've got to buy salad cream and ketchup and HP sauce, multiple different types of pop. And of course, we've got to get some delicious fire pit meat, which is what we're having for tea tonight. I don't know if we can barbecue. The little balcony area is plastic and nobody else seems to be barbecuing. So what I need to do is keep an eye out if anyone else barbecues as the week goes on. Because yes, we'll go to the beach. We can go to the beach tomorrow. Don't see why not.
Beach tomorrow, yeah? We'll go beach and then we'll go to the...
Yeah, beach tomorrow, because Fantasy Island's closed on Tuesday. So we'll go to the beach tomorrow and Fantasy Island on Wednesday.
And then we can go to the...
Yeah? Good plan. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on around us to see if anyone else has a barbecue at any point, and if they do, where they do it, because I got some burgers. I got some pork belly, I got proper barbecue stuff, but it might just be that it's not even 6 o'clock yet and people aren't ready, but nobody's doing barbecues. So, and nobody even seems to have one on their little porch either. So that implies you probably can't do it. Not that there's a sign up saying you can't. We'll monitor that situation. But for tonight, I'll use the oven. It worked for Andy's dinner. It should work for our pork chops. And we've got 6 of them between 2 of us. So I imagine Dave is going to get himself a maple barbecue pork loin steak at some point in his future, which probably pleases him greatly. There you go. That's what I've been able to rustle up using the equipment at my disposal. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Dinner. It's not for you. There are some leftover loin chop things. Well, we're finally all settled in, which was mine and Dave's cue to get out and have a little bit of an explore. So he's currently smelling absolutely everything. As you can see, there are places on site for people to bring their own caravans and tents. It's not just static caravans here. We're back there. That's where we've been hanging out. And I think if we keep heading this way, certainly based on the driving route in, I think this is where we find the facilities. I don't know if there's a quicker route. I'm just following the road that we came in on. We'll try and find a shortcut on the way back maybe, but yeah, we'll just have him a little bit of an explore. I'll let you know if we find anything. Well, we've made it down basically to the entrance to the park, and it looks like the shenanigans are going on over there. There's a signpost there for activity village, swimming pool, restaurants. There's shops this way. That's the way we came in, so that's the main gate. And you literally go out there, turn left, and you hit a big Tesco. But I think we're just going to walk up there, check out the shops, because the check-in process was so easy. We booked online, had to register on the app. We already knew last week on the app what caravan number we were staying in and where it was. We were given a 1 hour slot to check in, so we had to be here between 3 and 4. Drove up at 3:05, and I guess they just read our registration number, said, "Oh, is it Chapman?" I said, "Yeah." They gave us our 3 cards that give us access to the activity area, and then just sent us to the caravan. The door was unlocked, taped over our name on, the key was inside. We were checked in 30 seconds. Such a contrast to some of the queues and long waits we've had at places like Centre Parks in the past. So big thumbs up to Haven for that. There's definitely a lot of stuff going on down there. This is the on-site shop, which has just closed. It's about 8:15 as we're coming for our explore. Dave, we can't go in the shop, and it says you can't go in anyway because you're not a service dog, you're a buffoon dog. And it specifically says no buffoon dogs, and they're closed. But there's a laundrette there as well, which might be handy. Andy's come along with an upset stomach, and then reception is down there, and that's the main way in. But right, we're going to have a little look down here then and see what's going on down here. So they've got caravan sale stuff going on. Buy your own caravan from 15 grand. There's a lot of noise and hubbub down here. Right, we've got a fish and chip shop, which is a good sign. I mean, that would have been very handy first night. We've already eaten now. Had a delicious dinner, to be fair. There's a whole stage, a kids play area there. That's where the arcade is. I don't think I can go in any of this stuff now because the card that gives me access to all this stuff, I've left in the car from the check-in earlier, but there's the arcade there. In addition to the chip shop, we've also got a Papa John's and a Burger King. I've seen someone going past on that bike delivering pizza, so they obviously deliver pizzas to the caravans. There's a bar over there as well. And then once we come up here past Papa John's, we've got a Burger King, and then the Richmond Arms, which is a pub and restaurant. And then the swimming pool and gym is around there. We've got bungee trampolines just there. So there's Burger King. There's the Richmond Arms down there, which I think does breakfasts as well as normal meals. There's a massive deck chair. Don't they realise I've lost weight? I don't need that anymore. And then they do this cart hire, and these carts do look cool. I saw someone riding around on one of these, and we were like, oh yeah, we'll get one of these for the week. We had a look on the app. It's for an hour. It's like 15 quid for an hour. So I don't think we're going to be getting one of those. Plus I've got visions of me being the only one doing any pedalling with the other two. Just being transported and Dave chasing along behind, so probably won't be getting one of them, but I do think they'd be fun. And then yeah, the pool's around this way. You do need to book slots for the pool. We've got pool slots booked for Thursday. It allowed us to book 5 hours worth of pool between us for the 4 nights that we're here. We've booked 2 hours each. We've got plenty of leftover pool time, but can't imagine we're going to want to go more than once. Although Anna was looking at it, and apparently it does have a lazy river. And I am a sucker for a lazy river, so we might have to go more than once. But then we're not going for the first time until Thursday, so I guess we won't be. This just brings us around the back of that little entertainment amusement area. Good to know there is parking down here as well, because it's been quite a walk. Me and Dave don't mind it, but if Anna doesn't want to leave her scooter abandoned outside the pool for 2 hours when we go in, we're probably going to want to come down and park. So good to know there's parking down here as well. And I guess that stage is where the evening entertainment takes place, because people are gathering with beverages from the bar, I guess ready to be entertained. And I think this is a shortcut, because our caravan is kind of over there. So I think we can cut through here and get back to where we need to be. There's also, I don't know what any of these mean. We'll figure it out. We're going to head back this way and try and make our way back to the caravan. Well, I've made it back. It's 8:30, which I guess means I need to edit this video. I'm not entirely sure when this is getting released. My plan had been to do this as like a daily vlog style this week, release them as they were ready, but the caravan doesn't have any Wi-Fi. Which Andy knew about before we came, and I knew about before we came, but silly me, thought I might get a decent signal on 5G. I don't. It took me half an hour to upload a TikTok earlier, so I will edit it tonight. I will try and upload it overnight. If you're watching this on Tuesday, then got up okay, and you should probably expect videos for the rest of the week. If you're watching this next week and you've just had a week of no content on the channel, I guess it will still come out daily. That's just why there were no videos last week, because we couldn't get them uploaded. But I need to crack on with that. So if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for at least the rest of this week, and who knows what comes next. He's ready. He hasn't experienced this in years. And thank you very much for watching.
Yeah!
I don't get enough applause at the end of videos these days.